Well, this is new at 4. Idaho Republican Congressman Russ Fulcher says he has finished chemotherapy in his fight against renal cancer. Representative Fulcher says he feels pretty good and has one surgery left. Now, Fulcher gave that update during this taping this week of Viewpoint with Doug Petcash. He also said he plans to run for re-election in 2022. The congressman has been able to continue working throughout his treatment in a hybrid kind of way through in-person work at the U.S. Capitol and video conferencing while in Meridian for treatment. In these excerpts from today's interview, Representative Fulcher talks about his cancer battle and his stance on the massive infrastructure bills being debated in Congress.
It's been going pretty well, and I feel pretty good. There were two major processes that were recommended for my situation, and one was chemotherapy and another was surgery to clean up whatever the chemotherapy didn't get. Completely done with the first part of that. And Doug, it is not for the faint of heart. I have learned so much, and I have such an appreciation now for people who go through this and who've been through this and have to deal with it on a more regular basis. And so thankful for the technology we have and for the systems that we've got, and things are going pretty well. And with God's blessing here, within a couple of months, this will be totally done.
So has this battle had an impact on whether or not you will run again in 2022?
Oh no, I'm planning on running in 22, and there's no reason why. Like I say, hopefully this should be totally in the rearview mirror here within the next 60 days or so.
And Congressman Simpson told me that he'll vote against the $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill, but both Senators Crapo and Risch voted for it, basically arguing that it was the lesser of two evils compared to the $3.5 trillion Build Back Better bill, and also that this 1.2 doesn't really raise taxes because it's using unspent coronavirus relief money. What's your take on the first part of this, the $1.2 trillion? Do you have any support for it, or are you against it?
I'll be opposing it, and it's because the circumstances have changed. And by the way, I don't criticize my colleagues for their actions. They were working under a different set of circumstances over on the Senate side. They had a standalone bill, and that's not the case on the House side. On the House side, it's going to be coupled with a 3.5 trillion, and that's with a T, socialization bill that is going to be combined with that for some total of 5+ trillion, and some argue that it'll actually work out to be more than that. So I can't support those types of things. Once again, this is not sustainable, Doug. We can't continue down this path.
On Viewpoint, Representative Fulcher also discusses the president's vaccination mandate, his no vote on raising the nation's debt limit, tapping more geothermal energy, and reducing wildfire risk. Viewpoint airs Sunday morning at 9 o'clock on News Channel 7 right after Meet the Press.